Hey, what's up guys? Today I'll show you how to create your very own outworld for your ants. For those of you who don't know what an outworld is, think of it as a feeding ground where ants can forage and explore while looking for food to nourish the colony. Although this build is going to be rather easy, there will always be some questions, so feel free to comment below or even head over to our Facebook group and ask there. The link is in the description. For this build, we will need a container, some substrate, and of course an ant colony. After watching a couple of videos, I discovered that ant keepers are always looking for great containers that are easy to open, ant-proof, clear, and of course cheap. And I think I've actually found one of the most perfect containers out there. Take a look. As you can see, these containers are just perfect for observation with the clear plastic. A tight-fitting lid which won't disturb the ants as much when removing, and guess what? These containers only cost $1. I found these containers at Target and knew they were perfect. I've even left a link in the description if you'd like to get one for yourself. Anyway, for this outworld, I'll be using some sand as substrate, as it is usually pretty dry, which is perfect, as we don't want the ants creating tunnels, and possibly moving into the outworld. That brings me to a mistake that people make, which is the layer of substrate is too deep. We only want enough to just cover the top of the container. But of course you can choose to keep your outworld bare. Just research your species. For example, Ratatipanura can't grip plastic very well, so substrate is a good idea for them. From here it's basically preference. If you prefer your ants housed in a test tube setup, which is placed in the outworld, that is perfectly fine, and is as simple as that. But I'll be showing you another technique of housing the ants. Instead, you could use a drill or some skizzers, basically anything sharp that could make a hole the same size as the test tube or tubing that you're using. I like to make a guideline with a marker or something to make sure it's the same size. Also, remember to keep the hole as close to the bottom of the container as possible, therefore you won't have to fill the container as high with substrate. Now that you've finished that, start thinking about what you'll use to secure the outworld. Will it be some sort of barrier, or will it be just the lid itself? A readily available option is a layer of Vaseline. I find it works well if lots is applied. It's now time for the ants. I've got a small colony of these really cool Iridomyrmex, which have red heads. For now, a couple mates and I are just calling them mini meaties, but that's what I've chosen to hook up to the outworld. I usually attach the test tube while blocking the entrance. Then I fill up the substrate and it's time for them to explore. I've also done the same with a Myrmecia pulventris queen. And a Camponotus aneopilosus colony. Anyway, if you found this tutorial helpful, drop a like, and as always, Ant Invasion out.